Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into Cardano. The ticker's ADA versus USD. I'm just going to take a look at this against Bitcoin as well, something I never usually do. I'll have a quick look against Bitcoin as well. But so far, I mean, Cardano actually bounced off this trend line, okay, which we drew in a few days ago. I said to potentially form some kind of head and shoulders pattern here if you fail to break this high. And you can see you've come up and you've not quite met the high yet. So potentially this head and shoulders pattern is actually quite valid unless you break this high. If you break this high, you're looking at a beautiful impulsive wave up. I'll show you that technical target from there to there. So if you break that high, you're looking at further appreciation. From the break of that high, you're looking at a lovely little long of around about 12.42% for Cardano, bringing you up to $3.35. But you have ran into a level of resistance. You are coming back to a key level support. Now, if you can hold support, you are going to break this high. But like I said to you, is the potential for a head and shoulders pattern. It just here, you know, where you're rolling over. Essentially, you're creating a left shoulder, your head, and you come up and make a lower high. You roll over, you create the right shoulder, lose this level of support just there. You could be looking at a correction down to this particular trend line, which is equally the Fibonacci golden pocket there for Cardano, which will give you a greater impulsive wave to the upside. And I think the technical target off that impulsive wave is up here at $3.54. So do anticipate that if Cardano rolls here, this is the play. Okay, this is the play. It's all about breaking this high. Okay, for me, if you come down here and you lose this level of support just here for Cardano, and again it's an ascending level of support. Look, so I can't say, oh, if you close below 164, whatever like that, you got to come and draw this trend line, because if you lose it, you are looking at a lovely little short op. Say we come down here over the next few days, you know, and consolidate, and then lose this as support at that September dump, which we always see. We always see a September dump for crypto. So let's hope we don't. Let's hope we break this high right now, and that September dump is out the window. Okay, and we don't see a dump in September. But if not, this could be an absolute beautiful play, bringing us up to this 354. Because I think at that point, if we was to lose support along this trend line, you could be looking at a lovely little short opportunity here on Cardano, bringing you down to this trend line. You know, again, set stop losses. That will bring you down to about $2.19. Set your take profit just there as well, and then put a cheeky long in on there again with stop losses, because I do imagine at that point, you know, that's where you're going to form a new impulsive wave, and you're looking at a WOP, or you're looking at a 62% long op on Cardano right there. So, you know, if this happens, fantastic. If it doesn't, it is what it is, and it breaks this high and continues. But the impulsive wave up will be less than getting to this $3.54, which is the technical target of this massive cup and handle pattern, which I've shown you. Okay, so that's a potential play that I'm looking at for Cardano if we roll here and fail to break this high. Now, obviously, I've just shown you, if you do break the high, you have got a beautiful little long op, and I'll show you technical target if you break the high. Okay, so it's all about breaking 297. You see Cardano come up and break 297, you're looking at a $3.34 Cardano token, and that is a lovely little long op of around about 12%. Okay, at that point I would imagine you can consolidate, and that's where you may enter a September dump. Who knows? But at the minute you are coming up, you run into a level of resistance, you are making a lower high, so this kind of head and shoulders rollover pattern is kind of valid at the moment, but it is hopium basically. It is hopium. Cardano is looking really strong, you know, because essentially what it's done here, especially on the 4 hourly, like I said to you, you come up and you're bouncing off 55. Look, you're bouncing off 55. So it's doing everything it needs to. Okay, and it might just break out here. So have your guards about you. Okay, if you break this high, you're looking at a beautiful long. If you lose this support of this trend line here, you're looking at a lovely short and then a long opportunity just there on Cardano. Okay, so that's Cardano. But what I'm going to do is take a look on the Cardano versus Bitcoin. Okay, see what's happening. So Cardano versus Bitcoin is extremely bullish. Again, it's coming up and it's bouncing off the 4 hourly 55 EMA, which is really, really good. You've actually made a higher high on Cardano versus Bitcoin here. So that's good, because right now you are potentially forming some kind of bull flag just there for Cardano versus Bitcoin, which in actual fact could be, you know, an indicator that you are actually going to go on to break the all-time high at the moment for Cardano, because you are creating some kind of little bull flag coming back to support here to this yellow line, which is a 20 on the 4 hourly. Look, like this. Beautiful little bull flag, break this level of resistance, you're looking at continuation, and you're looking at coming up to this projection here, the 786, okay, which is 6,583 sats, okay, against Bitcoin. So you can see it's moving beautifully. You've broken a 0618, so you're looking at a full retracement here. I've not looked at this particular chart for a long time with you, have I? But yeah, I mean, it's looking amazing, isn't it? You're looking at a full retracement to the all-time high. Then you've got the golden ratio, the fib extension just there. You are looking at continuation of around about 193% appreciation against Bitcoin. But again, you only trade on break of the confirmation of the high. We break this high up here at 8,832 sats. for Cardano, and you are looking at further appreciation of around about 94%, you know, leading us into that alt season here for Cardano. But it's coming up, look, in beautiful waves, consolidating. So potentially you might come up here and consolidate a bit before taking the next leg up, and this will allow a bit of breathing room for Bitcoin to sort of take a bit of market share back before we do get that continuation. We break this high, brings us up to the 1618 against Bitcoin. So yeah, it's looking really good. You know, you're breaking out key levels of resistance, and you are looking at a full retracement here to the previous all-time high for Bitcoin, which was 8,832 sats. So it's looking healthy, isn't it? It's looking really good. So yeah, I mean, for those of you that missed this, the Cardano updates, I did say to you, you know, you come down in this massive downtrend here, and when you broke this level of resistance, you were looking at a full retracement here for Cardano versus Bitcoin, and that's exactly what's happening. Look, and you're running into key levels of resistance and coming back to key levels of support. So you ran into the 382, came back to the 236, come back up, got overextended, ran into the golden ratio, come back to the 382, melted the 050, look at that, but you actually consolidated on the 50 and lost it and had that correction there, which was when Bitcoin rallied. Okay, so you've had that correction down there to the 382, and now you're picking back up. Potentially you could run into 786 here off this bull flag. At that point you may see a little bit of a pullback here to another key level support, potentially the 0618, because look, it comes up, comes back, comes up, comes back, comes up, comes back, and you work between the fibs, and this would give Bitcoin a bit of breathing room, to be honest with you. So you might run into 786, roll back to support the EMAs and the 0618 before breaking up out of it and coming to the all-time high, okay, for Cardano. So yeah, it's looking relatively strong, isn't it? So that's Cardano. Hope you enjoyed that update. But the fact that we've got a little bull flag here on the 4-hourly time frame here for Cardano versus Bitcoin may actually see us break that local high. Well, it's the all-time high against USDT at the moment. So do anticipate that particular head and shoulders pattern I am looking at might not actually play out. It's hopium. I would like it to, because I think it offers a fantastic short and a fantastic long, but obviously, you know, what we want doesn't always appear, does it? That's Cardano. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, and thank you once again for your support across the channel. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.